So we all know from an objective point of view that gods are evil. They're jealous, spiteful, selfish beings, granted with all powerful abilities. Needless to say, a being like this can be destructive. But what about a god that only wants knowledge? A god that is more self-centered than he is destructive? Would you say that god in comparison is doing anything wrong? To be honest, I wouldn't. Odin, the Allfather, is the king of the Aesir and the big bad of the latest God of War game. But when compared to his counterparts in Greece, he is a mild-mannered, meek, and well-spoken old man who just happens to have some influence over monsters like Baldur, Thor, Magni, and Modi. But Odin himself only uses these resources when he deems necessary. For the most part, Odin has a he and his mentality. He's a narcissist. As long as he's okay and he's learning, and maybe if his kingdom is functioning, Odin could care less what goes on around him. To Odin, knowledge is power. So when Odin runs into an issue he can't solve, he's not above outsourcing talent to solve his issues. Enter into Atreus. You can't build a kingdom without an enormous amount of misdeeds under your belt. So Atreus acts as a karma for Odin. Odin is blinded by what he wants. Access to Majora's Mask. The mask promises overflowing knowledge. Not destruction, not world domination. Simple, innocent, constructive knowledge. Odin is so blind to what he wants, he is willing to forgive Atreus and Kratos for killing two of his family members. If he can just borrow Atreus to get the mask so that he can avoid Ragnarok and avoid dying, that's all he wanted. It seems so innocent. So when Kratos says no to a man that's used to getting what he wants, that action set off a chain reaction. An immovable object versus an unstoppable force just got activated. Both are too selfish to reach a worthwhile resolution to their issue. All parties involved met each other with antagonism and selfish agendas. So Odin was just defending himself and his kingdom while seeking knowledge. So I asked the question, do you feel like Odin was wrong?